Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Shaving with Rich. Take a look at what's new with Rich Man Shaving. That's right, a brand new coin for all of my new shaving brushes. I'm leaving a link to my Etsy store in the description of this video, as well as any other applicable links for any other products that you may see in this and any of my future shaving videos. I'm excited to bring a lot more content to you guys. And thank you to all of my subscribers and for all of your likes and comments. They're all welcome. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Now sit back and I hope you enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Shaving with Rich. Today I'm super excited about this episode because I am helping somebody in my own Facebook group, Rich Man Shaving on Facebook. One of the new members there, just starting out recently in the traditional wet shaving world. And they do have a couple straights. They chose, apparently just to jump in with straight razors, and good on them. Anyways, but they decided they were looking for a few razors that would be priced in a good range to begin their DE razor journey in wet shaving. And so I actually told them personally that I will make you a video, and that's something I do for my group as well if you're there. And it's a very active group, very fun group, a lot going on. We even do giveaways, we do all kinds of stuff. But if you are a member in my group and you know, chatting it up with all of us, and you have a good question for me that you'd like me to answer, there's a good chance that I'm going to make a video for you. So another benefit of that. So let's get into it. He asked for beginners razors, entry-level razors that would be give him a good shave and not break the bank, basically. So his he was aiming for somewhere in the $30 range, but I'm gonna give you a wider range, give or take, without getting into the very the next level of the higher, more expensively priced razors, because that's a whole different ball game. But you can get a great shave with any of these razors I'm about to show you. So starting out, I'm gonna go from least expensive to most expensive. Alright, so this is the MicroTouch ONE razor, or also known as the As Seen on TV razor that Rick Harrison did years ago. You can pick it up. I picked mine up at Walmart. I think they're at Walgreens and just a whole bunch of different retailers. They're on Amazon. Anyways, I just did a price on this. I paid 20 bucks for mine, and this is what started me out. Okay, so this is just based off of you know, the old vintage butterfly razors that Gillette made. So it's a butterfly razor, just opens like this. You just drop your blade in it like that, super easy. Twist it up from the bottom, make sure it's nice, tight, and snug, and there you go. This is available on Etsy, or not Etsy. Hi. This is available. I'm not gonna edit that blooper out. Heck no, dude. We're rolling with it. But anyways, it's available on Amazon as well as other places. It's widely available, eBay, Amazon, all over the place. Anyways, so that's basically what it is. It's an entry-level razor, and this got it started for me. Now, one thing I will tell you about this razor, and I will mention it because my brother learned this from this razor. He came from cartridge razors where when you shave and then it clogs the cartridge blades, then he would rinse it in the sink, but rinsing it in the sink wasn't enough, so he'd tap, you know, as you rinse in the sink to get those hairs to unclog. Well, it was an unconscious habit, and he shaved with these like this, and if you just snug it up, you should be fine. But if you make that mistake and you tap it at your sink, what it did is it loosened this without him knowing, and then he ended up, you don't have a tight blade. There's loose play in the blade, and then he ended up kind of cutting himself. Which started a whole discussion with me and him, and I schooled him, my older brother, in the ways of wet shaving. And he since broke the habit. He loves it. He's more excited and more committed and more into traditional wet shaving than he ever has been. And anyways, moving up, this is the Prismatic from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I'm leaving links to all of these razors I show you in below. This is the Prismatic from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. This is a fantastic razor. This is probably, I would say, like middle range in aggressiveness. Nothing to be scared about. This is also nickel plated, so it's not, you can see a difference between these two. This is chrome, this is nickel. So the Prismatic is also nickel plated. One other thing is there's no, it's not a butterfly. It's actually, for those of you that are new, it's a 3-piece razor. So you just unscrew the handle right here. As you can see, it has a really great grip right here. So the maker of this razor, Douglas Smythe, he shaves in the shower, and so you will never get a razor from him that isn't grippy. So it's gonna pass the grip test 100% of the time. It's $24.95, $99 something. We'll call it, it's under 25 bucks. It's a 3-piece razor. So this is how 3-piece razors work. You take the handle off, and then you've got a bottom plate and a top plate. So here's your bottom plate, and then you've got your top plate, and then you just drop your blade in. So anyway, so this has a scallop top, which is gonna feel good on your skin. It's priced right. I mean, and what's awesome about so I'll get to that in a second. So I'm just gonna show you. So you take the top plate, you see these little bars here, they actually fit in to keep your blade in place right here. So it's gonna sit like that, and that's gonna help it so that it doesn't move. And then you're gonna put your bottom plate on just like this, drop it on, screw your handle on, and you're good to go. Also, something here, I should have done this without, for the design. If you can see here, you can see right through, there's open channels for the lather to go straight through. So you're not gonna get a lot of clogging. So let me get this screwed back on, and then we'll move forward. So $24.95, 3-piece razor. It's great. You're not gonna ever have a problem with it possibly loosening up like this one from tapping or whatever, although I've never had a problem with it. My brother did, and that's, you know, I kicked him of the cartridge habit, and it worked. So 25 for that. Moving up, we have stepping up. This is a favorite of very many. It's one of the most widely recommended beginner razors anywhere. It's been around for a long time. It's time tested. This is the Merkur 34C. This is, instead of being a 3-piece razor like the Prismatic, this is a 2-piece razor, and you unscrew it from the bottom here. Okay, and as you unscrew it, let me show you. See right here, as I unscrew it, watch that at the top. See, it begins to separate from the top. So then what you do is you just grab it from the top like this, and you'll see that it's got a longer bar. And the way that it holds the blade in there is by these two little nubs that are right there. I happen to have a feather blade in there. If you're a beginner, probably not recommending a feather blade for you. Something smoother for sure. So here's the two pieces right here. This one's great, so it's easy, it's quick. You just drop your new blade in, just like that. This is also widely available. You can find them all over the place. I believe Douglas sells them at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and I'm leaving the link for there so you can get the Prismatic if you like. They're also available on Amazon, and I'll show you, pictures of these from screenshots that I took as we move on. As you can see, that might help you. But they're widely available, most of them, and you can find them in different places. Douglas's razors, so the Prismatic, you're gonna go straight to his website, which is in the link below, to find those under razors. So the Merkur Future, that's about a $40 razor on Amazon. If you have and it qualifies for Amazon Prime, as does this one too. All right, moving up. Now we're starting to get in a little bit more into the artisan quality razor. Now this is the new razor that's come out. It's called the Ascension from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Douglas and Fran do this. So anyways, this is great for beginners. It may look a little bit crazy to you because it's a double open comb razor, and that's got a lot of uses for it. Anyways, as you shave with it, you're gonna leave a little bit of residual lather that it will just help. Also, this is a lighter razor. If you're just starting out, I just spoke to some people recently. They have arthritis in their hands, and so they like lighter razors. This is good because it's light. When I say it's light, it's not cheap. This is engineered and made and designed with 70-75 aluminum, which is used in aircraft. It's good. So you can guarantee that this is a lifetime razor for you. It's a 3-piece razor as well. And the great thing about this is if it's tightened all the way up, it's going to be mild. However, as you decide and get more comfortable, there's a little bit of play in here, because if you see here, there is this bottom plate has a kind of a steep curve, whereas some of these other razors don't have the same bend in them, if you will. Let me just compare it to some of these other plates so you can get an idea. It's pretty extreme. So a huge difference. You can't really see it in this one, but I mean there is a curvature. But so what you can do is, this is engineered so that to make it a little bit more aggressive, if you want to, you can turn it about 1/4 of a turn, and just that 1/4 of a turn is going to change that blade gap that you have there that you're working with. It's hard for you to be able to see it, but if I twist this handle here, you can see how it begins, for camera purposes. I'm trying to open it up more for you. Sorry about the bad focus. But this is you can use it as a set like just where everything is set, not adjustable, or you can adjust it, you know, a quarter of a turn with no problem at all. It's going to hold that blade because of the curvature of the bottom plate. And it's awesome. It shaves awesome. I haven't made my review of it yet, but you know, I kind of let the cat out of the bag. I like it a lot. And that is $50 if you can catch them. One thing I know that these are available right now, the Prismatic, and these ones right here, they sell quickly because they're a good value at that price point for 75 machine, like CNC aluminum. It's good. Okay, my last one, the Merkur Future. If you want to spend a little bit more money, and you know, for my friend here, he already started out straight to straight razors. Okay, and this is something that a lot of people are. It's nicknamed. It's the Merkur Future. It's a beautiful piece. It's German engineered and made. It's fantastic. It's heavy. It's weighty. So that actually assists with shaving. Now, here's the thing. This is an adjustable razor. It's $70 ish. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on a lot of you know, different places sell it. And there's even, it's so good that even other companies have made knockoffs, cheaper versions of it. And for me, I'm just happy with the original. It's fantastically engineered. It's awesome. It's weighted perfectly. Usually I can't say enough about the Merkur Future. Now, as a beginner, here's what you're going to want to do. Even if you're not a beginner, this is adjustable from setting 1 to setting 6. And they're numbered here. Sorry, you can probably not make out the numbers, but they're numbered from 1 to 6. And you can just adjust it by, you know, there's different ways to adjust it. If you have a blade in it, then I'm going to recommend that you squeeze the bottom plate and turn it, not the top, because as you can see, if your finger slips, you can cut yourself. That's happened to me one time in my life, and it never happened ever again. But you gotta have respect for the razor. So I recommend that if you get this, set it on setting 1. It's nicknamed the potato peeler for good reason. It's beautiful, and if you maintain any and all these razors, after every shave you wipe them down, they'll last you a very long time, and they'll be worth your investment, trust me. So this one was one of my earliest razors ever. It's still one of my favorite razors of all time. Yes, it will cost you some extra money. It'll be about $70 or so, 75. If you get a matte version of this, it'll save you like $10. You might like the appearance of it better. I still am a raving fan of the Merkur Future in chrome, because that chrome finish between a matte finish, it doesn't seem like much, but it does help for me a little bit in face glide as you're shaving. So anyways, I even have its own garage, and if I would have stopped with this razor in the very beginning, you'd never seen all the videos I've made since, and I would have been getting great shaves. So it's still to this day one of my all-time favorites, even though I have many others that are fantastic too. A lot higher end, of course, and a lot more expensive, but I do need to do an all-time favorite razor video that'll be updated soon. And anyways, that is your range for a beginner. Now, beginners, setting 1, if you go with the Merkur Future, they call this a potato peeler, and that's for good reason. Don't be afraid of it if you start it on setting 1, which even at setting 1 is more aggressive than most razors. But it's just a great design, and you'll understand a lot of people are fans of this razor, and that's a good value razor if you don't want to get into paying $100, $200, $300 and higher for razors. That one will do it. This one will do it for 50 bucks. You know, 75 aluminum, engineered, great design. A lot of thought and time and planning went into this razor, I know. So anyway, so let's just recap. $15-ish right here. That's the MicroTouch ONE. The Prismatic from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, about $24.99 or $24.95. Call it 25 bucks. About $40 for a Merkur 34C, which is time tested. It's a great two-piece razor right here, and this is loved by many. I even know people that's their daily driver. My friend that got me into wet shaving, he's tried a bunch of razors and he's just simplified it down, and this is his daily driver. Simple as that, and he loves it. So about $40 here. Good weight to that. $50 here for the Ascension in aluminum through Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and about $75 or so for a Merkur Future ish, give or take, depending on where you buy them. So those are my recommendations. Thank you so much for joining me in this episode of Shaving with Rich. Feel free to like the video, comment, share the video, go crazy. Just enjoy it, and follow me in my Facebook group. You can ask me any questions that you want, and if I'm not available that minute, there's about a dozen other guys for any question under the sun that's shaving related. If you want to know something about a Gillette blue tip or a Gillette red tip, what's the difference, or I just went in to an antique store and I found this razor, is it a good whatever your question is, you're gonna get a response pretty quickly from an enthusiast that's active in wet shaving and knows their stuff, and you can't go wrong with a group like that. Plus the brotherhood is just amazing there. It's a fun time. Looking forward to seeing you, and we'll take care. Take care, enjoy your shaves, and we'll see you in the next Shaving with Rich video. As always, thanks for watching, and if you want to be notified when my videos come out, just click the bell next to the subscription. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.